Hello, and here is the news. The Mariners news. As I'll be back, I usually do this at the end of each day. I hope everyone's doing well. Anyway, as I said, here is the news. Did Town make a signing today? Oh, yes, they did. I'm sure everyone's seen that by now. And also a little bit of information for the Spanish tour that we're doing, the Spanish training camp. That's sort of come in this little video. It won't be a long video, but stay tuned for the information. I think we should start. We're not going to start with the signing first. We'll start with the announcement of the Spanish training camp, and of course, Grimsby Town are pleased to announce that their plans for the pre-season training camp in Spain will include a match that actually Grimsby supporters can attend. The Mariners will play Sky Bet League One club Port Vale on Friday, July the 21st at the Real Club de Golf Campoamor Resort. Apologies if I butchered that. In Alicante, with the match kicking off at 11 a.m. So if you are going there, it's in Alicante at 11 a.m. on the 21st of July. Admission to the match against Port Vale is free of charge. And as the match is not taking place on a football stadium, I should inform people that there is no actual seating available at the venue. However, there is plenty of space on the side of the pitch for standing supporters. Refreshments will be available at the ground, but there will be no parking facilities at the ground. Also, to let you also know that Paulhurst side, we will be also playing Al Ain under 21s in a behind the closed doors match during this trip. The rest of our pre-season schedule was announced last week, and I took you through that in a previous video. You can always go and look on the website if you want to know, or even look back on that video, and that will tell you even more. And Grimsby have just said they hope to see a load of Town fans down there having a week or so in Spain and watch Grimsby host Port Vale on the play Port Vale on the 21st of July. So if you are going to go to Alicante this summer, if you weren't before, I'm sure some Mariners fans will now, and you will get to see Paulhurst men play in the sun against Port Vale. And also, not only that was announced today, the third signing of the summer was announced today. Oh, yes. Boy, the Mariners have been busy the last 24 hours, haven't they? And they announced the signing of course, Donovan Wilson from Sutton United. Free transfer. Obviously, all come into activation at the end of June. The transfer window opens next week, but obviously signings can be made before that. And Grimsby Town announced it by stating this: "We are pleased to announce that striker Donovan Wilson has become our third new signing of the summer after signing a 2-year deal. Most recently at Sutton, the 26-year-old made 41 appearances in all competitions with the West London club throughout the 22-23 season and joins the Mariners on a free transfer after signing a 2-year deal. After coming through the youth ranks at Bristol Rovers, Wilson joined Wolves and spent 4 years there after an initial loan spell. Short-term spells with Port Vale and Exeter sat either side of his stint in Spain, with Segunda, alongside his Wolves teammates, and a permanent move to Burgos, another Segunda Division B club, followed, and after making 19 appearances for them, he returned back to England and signed for Macclesfield Town. Obviously, COVID, the pandemic related to that, but he did move on to Bath City for the 2021 season. In that spell, he impressed sufficiently with 6 goals in 9 league matches, which caught the eye of Sutton United, with his goals helping them seal promotion to the National League, scoring 7 from 16 outings. That pre-season saw him make the move permanently to Sutton, and after 2 seasons at Gardner Green Lane, he now moves to Cleethorpes, again on a 2-year deal. On the recruitment of Wilson, Paul Hurst said, "I think Donovan gives us something that we haven't had for a little while in terms of his mobility and his pace. He's also a good size. He can do a little bit of everything, having watched him. I think his biggest strength is his energy and pace that will frighten defenders." Paul goes on to say that he did watch him while he was at Wolves, so he's watched him a while. Obviously, while Paul was out of work and so on and so forth, he kept his eye on him. So he knows he's been at Sutton for a couple of seasons, and he knows the level and about. He's a player that he believes in and has a lot more to come as well. A bit from Donovan himself, he actually goes on to say, "I'm buzzing to be here and I can't wait to get going." My agent told me about that interest from January, and it didn't quite come off in January, but he basically had a Zoom call with Paul and got on with the gaffer and said, "I want to make this move." So what can I say? I've seen a couple of snippets of Donovan. I don't know much about him really, apart from what's been told there. But very lively, another good age of a player again, and another striker, which is, which is great. I mean, and 26-year-old, good age, very highly thought of at Sutton, I believe, as well. So it really is a summer of wonder for Grimsby right now. 3 signings in 2 days. Can't really complain. I think it's building up to be quite an interesting summer at Grimsby. Like I said, the fixtures will be out soon. Pre-season starts at the end of the month. And obviously the first game of pre-season happens a week after that. If you look on Grimsby's social media, there is a full interview with Paul on there, and he may or may not have teased maybe something else might be happening. But have a look on Grimsby's social medias for that. It's about a 6-minute interview. Check the YouTube channel as well, it's on there. But my thoughts on this is great to have this guy on board. Welcome aboard, Donovan. And what are you guys' thoughts on this? Are you pleased with this business? 2 strikers in 2 days. I just have to try not to pinch myself. This is a great start to the summer business of Grimsby Town. Let me know what you think down below or on social media. Please do like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys very soon with hopefully some more news.